This video is from my younger self who got lost in the fantasy of grind work and who didn't know the real strategies for achieving goals. Hello, I'm Marveseline. I'm a former lawyer turned dietitian. I was stuck in a career that I didn't want to pursue and had to make radical decisions to create the life I wanted to live. During this process, I learned a lot from my mistakes. My dad's voice still echoes in my head. Study never ends. With all respect to my parents, I was misled by the idea that just work hard and get the results. Well, I applied that mindset and I found myself stuck in a career that I didn't want to pursue, struggled with anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. So obviously, just grind is not a good strategy for creating the life you want. So in this video, I want to walk you through 4 crucial steps to achieve your goals and create the life you want without compromising your time or your mental health. Let's start with an analogy. In fitness, to gain real strength, we need heavy weights, low reps, a great form, and long rests. What we need for muscles applies to the brain to thrive. Heavy weights with low reps equate short deep works. A great form corresponds to awareness of yourself and strategy, and long rests equal to stillness. Before my self-development journey, which was after my law school, I struggled with constant anxiety. I worried about future a lot, and I felt like I had to be productive all the time. So I didn't give myself enough space to explore my interest. I didn't know that creativity was my thing, for example, or I loved going to the gym, immersing myself to science. My anxious mind kept me too busy to notice. Anxiety blocks creativity and strategic thinking. Because when we are anxious, the brain goes into survival mode. The region amygdala gets activated and it overrides prefrontal cortex, which is the part responsible for decision making, critical thinking, and creativity. So the first lesson I had to learn: calmness breeds creativity and strategic thinking. This concept is beautifully explored in Rick Rubin's book, The Creative Act: A Way of Being. He writes, true creativity comes from a place of stillness. When the noise inside quiets down, that's when the real inspiration can emerge. When I finally began creating space for my calmness, I started exploring my interests. I could think clearly and build better strategies without grind work. Before taking any action, give yourself permission to sit, silence all the voices in your head, and decide. This is not a waste of time. This is the foundation of productive work. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Reaching a goal is a journey, from the point where you start to the destination you want to reach. And this journey is not always linear. Along the way, your strongest companion is you. Life will throw a lot of things your way, and you need to ground yourself in yourself, your interest, your values, your why. When I realized that I'd made the wrong decision by choosing law, the worst part was not the fact that I was in the wrong place, but the fact that I didn't know where to go next. If it is not this thing, what is the thing, In a sense, this was the problem from the very beginning, even before going to law school. I made the decision based on external factors because I didn't know who I was or what my interests were. As I started exploring my interests, my values, and owning them, I could pivot my way to a career that I truly enjoy. So in the very beginning of your journey, even before deciding your goal, the person you want to become, the life you want to live, first explore who you are. If you ground yourself in yourself, you can move forward on your path with unshakable resilience. As the most indecisive person in the world, I thought if I just kept moving, I would eventually get somewhere meaningful. It was Lewis Carroll who said, "When you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there." Well, it resonates with me a lot. I found myself in law school. Was there the place I wanted to be? No. So random actions are just road trips. You trick yourself with pseudo productivity and fantasy of grind work without getting anywhere. Therefore, we need to be crystal clear on where we are going and what we want to achieve. Then we can reverse engineer the journey and strategize the whole path. So as an action step 3, write down your vision with details. Especially focus on the identity you want to become. What skills does this person have to reach that goal? Is this person good at communication skills, social skills, technical skills? Write them down and start studying them. Clarity is a tricky concept. I acknowledge that. It's still a struggle for me, I'm not gonna lie. But I think the key is experimentation. Decide one clear goal at a time, design your strategy, and execute. If it doesn't work, you will have the data what doesn't work, so you can make adjustments accordingly. And by step, just trials and errors, you will find what works for you best. This step is where dreams turns into reality. After breaking down every part of your vision and deciding your strategy, it's time for execution. Just like those heavy weights with low reps in the gym, our brain needs concentrated, uninterrupted blocks of work to create breakthrough results. Here's what most of us get wrong. We think productivity means being busy all day long. That's wrong. That's not focus, that's scattered energy leading to scattered results. Instead of spending your whole day in front of your work, try 90-minute deep work blocks. Why 90 minutes? Because it's our brain's natural attention span for deep and creative work. After that, we need a break to recharge. So my very simple focus protocol is the following. Identify your most important task each day and give it your first 90 minutes of peak mental energy. No emails, no social media, no interruptions. Just you and your most meaningful work. So as a final note, I want you to remind that being in the pursuit of a goal is a constant process. When you reach your goal, you're gonna set another one, then another one, and another one. And it goes on and on. So there is no happily ever after here, and it shouldn't be, it means death. So just remind that no one, neither me nor someone else out there, haven't all figured out. We are all on our own ways. So achieving a goal isn't about grinding harder in survival mode. It's about giving yourself space to breathe, getting clear on your direction, and doing focused, strategic work that actually moves the needle. But the most important part is start from yourself first. As long as you know yourself, you will find a way to reach that goal. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning into. I hope my story sparked an inspiration in you. If you did, please let me know in the comments. And if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share with others. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Here we are talking about science-based nutrition and empower our minds with growth mindset. I would love to see you in my next one. As always, I hope you give the nourishment you deserve to your mind, body, and soul. See you.